Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. Y'all, we got a banging, busting show for y'all tonight. I don't know why co-executive producer want me to talk about this first. I already told him if it bleeds, it leads, and now all of a sudden he ain't doing the right thing up down here. What?
That story could technically be in the if it bleeds, it leads section.
Okay. Well, let's see. Y'all, there's this teenager in Oklahoma where his parents are part of the Sooners and all this kind of stuff like that. And he been R-ing girls and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. This guy right here. Mm-hmm. His name is, what's his name? Ooh, sorry, y'all. What is his name?
So the M is
It's something Mac Butler.
Yeah, there we go, Mac Butler.
Okay, so y'all, Jesse Mac Butler, this is his guy's name right here. Now, he's been charged with sexually assaulting and R-ing more than one girl in the city that he lives in.
Yeah.
Now, because his father played on the football team at Oklahoma or something or whatever, they basically let this man just get away with nothing.
Yeah, slap on the wrist.
A slap on the wrist. It was beyond a slap on the wrist. It wasn't even that. What Diddy got is a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
What this man got was, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Let me tell you what happens. This comes from the Independent. It says, newly released body cam footage shows the arrest of an Oklahoma teen accused of violent sexual assault who received a slap on the wrist and avoided nearly 80 years behind bars. Thanks to Oklahoma's youthful offender law, Jesse Mac Butler, who's 18, avoided jail time last month despite a series of violent attacks on two girls at Stillwater High School in 2024, including a choking incident so severe the victim's doctor said she was lucky to be alive, according to Oklahoma Watch. Now, from what I understand of this choking that he did of this girl who refused his sexual advances, he choked her out. She passed out. And because he wanted it on camera, when she came to, he choked her ass out again so he could record it.
That's ridiculous. Like,
it says Butler, who was 17 when he was arrested in March, pleaded no contest, which means he's saying he's guilty, but he's saying this is the first time I ever did something, so y'all shouldn't do nothing to me. That's what no contest means. To 11 counts against him, including first-degree R, strangulation, and violation of a protective order. So somebody put a restraining order on him and he violated it? Went back to the girl. It says he was initially charged as an adult, but his status was downgraded to youthful offender, which I never even heard of that.
Yeah, me either.
Yes, I mean, so you know when black kids, when we do something, no matter what it is, they if you 12 or 13, they charge you as an adult,
right?
Which they shouldn't be doing that
at all.
But if they're gonna charge this young man, I use the word man very loosely.
Yeah.
This old boy as an adult, he should have stayed charged as an adult for what he did because he put a girl in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes. It says he was initially charged as an adult, but his status was downgraded to youthful offender because the incident occurred before he was 18, leaving local parents fuming as he avoided jail time. Footage of the teen's March 4th, 2025 arrest was released in response to an open orders request Thursday, not because of new police activity. A Stillwater police spokesperson told Newsweek in a statement to Fox, the DA's office said the youthful offender law on which the decision was made does not erase the crimes or minimize their impact. No, it just lets this motherfucker walk.
Right.
That's what it does. Now, what's the first video?
The first video is
let me see.
It's the bomb.
All right, so this first video is him actually being seen on door cam video.
Yeah.
Dragging one of the girls out of his house. Now, the police said that when these incidences were going down, his mom was there.
Yeah.
in the house and heard the girls screaming, no, 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 walked into the room, the media room where they was at, and asked the son, is everything okay? I guess he went, and she turned around and closed the door and walked off and left them still in there.
She should be charged with something.
My mom just said that she's more than likely afraid of him herself. I agree. Y'all want to watch something disgusting? Y'all watch this.
Jesse Mack Butler's mom heard the screams of one of Jesse's victims and did not stop it. Let me reword that. The mother of convicted serial assaulter Jesse Mack Butler heard Jesse attacking one of his victims in her own home and did nothing to stop it. She knocked on the door of their movie room and asked, is everything okay? And when her darling baby boy Jesse told her everything was fine, she walked away, knowing she had just heard a young girl fighting off an attack and screaming no. It would be hard to blame a family member for someone else's actions, but when a 17-year-old boy feels comfortable enough to bring 3 different girls to his home with at least his mother present, assault them, choke them unconscious, record it, and nearly take the life from one girl, there is a serious problem in that house. And considering this vile human was convicted of his crimes, but then in a disgusting miscarriage of justice was allowed to pretty much walk free, I will not sleep until every girl and young woman in the country knows what he is capable of. Jesse Mack Butler is a dangerous person who has progressively become more violent and more sadistic in just a few months' time. I cannot imagine what he is ultimately capable of.
That was heartbreaking to hear that girl yell and scream as he's dragging her out of the house.
Yeah.
Out of his house. And the mama was at home. This is some type of shit you see in a movie.
Yeah, she should be charged with like conspiring or something.
Yeah, or a reenactment. You know how Dateline do these reenactments of crimes and shit?
Yeah.
That looked like a reenactment. It didn't even look real for real.
All right.
But let me tell you how disgusting the Stillwater Police Department is. When they finally went down there to arrest Mr. Butler, whatever his name is, I just seen his name. When they went down to arrest Jesse Mack Butler, guess how they showed up?
Huh.
They showed up like, oh, well, this is just procedural. We have to do this. And the mom is there like, baby, everything is going to be okay. Coco knows about it. Johnny knows about it. We're going to be right down there to get you out. And where's your car keys at, baby? It's in the car, mama. And here goes the police officer. Well, we're going to arrest you. You're not going to be in there very long. And you'll be out soon, but I have to put you in handcuffs. And then the mom was like, you have to put him in handcuffs? They playing too much out here.
Yeah.
Now, if this was somebody black, this boy would have been wrestled to the ground, knees behind his neck. The mama told to go in the house and shut up.
Right.
And they would be throwing handcuffs on him so bad because of what crimes he's actually accused of.
Right.
They acting like he didn't even do none of this. The boy pled no contest, which is basically saying, I'm guilty.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all, I got a video of this boy getting arrested, y'all. It's so disgusting and disturbing that I'm just going to play it for y'all, and y'all make up your own judgments about it, okay? And if I feel like it, I might pause it at a certain point or whatever, but it just shows white privilege is what it's showing.
Yeah.
Like, the audacity of all the white people involved, from the officers to the mama to the son, how he's treated so humanely. And I guess when you look like this, you got to sexually assault women if you want them to sleep with you. Look at him.
Yeah.
Yes. Do he look like to you like he can pull any punani?
No.
No, he got to take it.
Right.
Any girl who sleep with this, first of all, you know what? You know what? Because of what he did, I don't mind doing this. Baby, listen. Oh my God. Man, listen, you are lucky that they did not listen. He's lucky he's not going to jail or to prison.
He's beyond lucky, to be honest.
Beyond. Because if this boy right here was going to prison, they'll be butt pumping him for what he did to those girls.
Ragdoll.
Y'all want to watch this ignorant, sickening video of him being arrested? Y'all watch this.
Give me your wallet and phone and stuff. So, okay. Your what?
They're in the car.
Well, okay, it's fine. It's not locked or anything, is it? Okay. So, can you tell him what you just told me, or? Yeah. So we're.
She's like, well, you want to tell my son what you just told me, or you want me to tell him? That's the luxury.
Right.
Luxury.
Here, we're obviously going to place you under arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest. We're going to take you to the jail. I told your mom that she can contact a bondsman, and you shouldn't be there very long, but there just is a process for paperwork and stuff.
They're explaining that the process is going to be so simple. All he got to do is fill out some paperwork, and he going to be just fine.
Right.
But right now, you do have to come with us, and I do have to put you in handcuffs. So turn around for me. You have to put me in handcuffs? You know what the lane is. It's okay. Yeah.
The mom is looking all flabbergasted that her son is being put in handcuffs.
Right.
She's all looking like, y'all really gonna put my baby in handcuffs? Your baby is a terrorist.
Yeah.
I'll get you out. For me? All right. Stay silent. Rick.
She giving him advice. Don't say nothing. When you get down there to that courthouse, don't say anything. You know, like he's not guilty.
Knows about this. Candy's on this. Dad's on his way. We're coming to get you, okay? Stay strong, okay? Say your prayers.
Is she telling him to stay strong and she gonna keep him in her prayers? What about the victims?
Right.
Y'all, this is crazy.
Okay, so he's going to go right to the city of Stillwater jail, and if you'll just contact her, then she does this all the time. She knows what to do. Yep.
Make sure
Okay.
she knows Stillwater Police Department, not a county.
Stillwater Police Department on Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them know that we're the ones that.
Child, when black folk get arrested, they don't make sure you know well, they kind of do what jail you going to. They do tell you that. But this right here is just so egregious.
Right.
It's just like,
I ain't never.
so cops can be nice if they want to be. This is what it's showing. Like, they don't have to be complete dicks and assholes.
Right.
This is showing that a cop can arrest you and not treat you like a monster.
Yeah.
But this guy is definitely a monster.
Yeah.
And when we say we are Stillwater PD. Stillwater PD.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way they don't think you went like straight over and over the county.
Positive experience for the child.
Pass it down, spread your feet for me. Up the other side.
Let's just give me your wallet and phone and stuff.
I mean, this whole story just makes me so upset.
And the whole family needs to be investigated to me at this point.
Well, the father works for the school, and the new judge has something to do with the school too. That's why she dropped all his charges down to nothing. Oh my goodness, y'all. People have petitions online to have him recharged.
Yeah.
People are doing petitions online right now because they want him in jail where he needs to be at. Like,
Right.
this boy should not be walking the streets.
I know.
And they gave him 150 hours of community service, and that was it.
That's not enough.
The child, his community service, he should have parole after he get out in 78 years, which he probably won't even make it that long.
Right.
What's his boy name?
Jesse
Mack Butler. Bye again. You need to be up under the jail, and I'm not even kidding. And the mama too, like my mama just said. My mama said the mama, and you need to be up under the jail. Why is Offset down here to the news? Why? Oh, let me get this boy up off of here. Why is Offset up down here? It says Offset is sued for allegedly attacking security guard at LA dispensary. Do we care?
No.
Do you care?
No.
You didn't find no more other interesting auto slams besides this? Like, this is the best you can come up with?
I mean, to take out, they was talking about Nerdy to Madison and Real Housewives. And that's
And you know I don't want none of that.
right.
Period. Y'all, I'm going to check on the Mamdani vote right now. Let's see what's going on for New York City mayor. I have it on my computer over here on another screen. The last time I checked, Mamdani had 49%.
Okay.
Cuomo had 43%. And that guy who used to be the guardian angel, he had 7%. Oh Lord! Bye, y'all. I mean, bye, Offset. We don't care. This is not even an auto slam. Like, this is nothing. Like, this is listen. Bye. Again, yes, they black. Yes, listen, y'all. You remember from the this is a perfect picture. There's worse ones, but I like this one. How'd you know I wanted an ugly picture of this man?
I just knew.
You knew?
Yep.
Oh Lord, y'all! You remember y'all ever seen the Wizard of Oz? You ever seen the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Well, you know when they sing that song at the end, the Munchkins sing that song. It's not at the end; it's in the beginning of the movie. Actually, they go, "Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch is dead. The witch is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead." Listen,
girl, you playing now.
Dick Cheney. Listen. I'm not gonna give you no pass up down here, even though you did. Mamdani has 50.5% of the vote. Cuomo has 41%, and Silva has 7.2%. They are calling it already. They're calling that Zoran Mamdani has won the New York City mayoral race.
Okay.
That's what that check means. They called it. He's won. Thank the Lord. That means the country might turn. Clay, I heard what you say. I know you always try to play the devil's advocate. What if, because New York City is such a strange place, what if Cuomo wins? No.
Right.
No. Mamdani was at the club last weekend, hanging out with all the people. He went to 3 nightclubs on Saturday night, partying and everything. He did.
Interesting.
So thank God for Zoran Mamdani. Let me get this off my screen. Hold on, because I need to. Thank God Zoran Mamdani won. Y'all, Cuomo is about to give his conceded speech right now. He's on stage. I was looking at him currently. Cuomo lost. Okay. Zoran Mamdani is going to be the new mayor of New York City. That is fantastic news. It looks like Cuomo's taking it pretty well. Like, he's like, listen, I'm gonna smile and with these people and everything like that. But you know, Elon Musk endorsed him today, and Elon Musk is like, who are you?
He ain't got no stain.
That's a last ditch effort to,
right?
You know, for him to have some type of clout to give to Cuomo. Like, that's not gonna help your name,
right?
Having that man Tesla owner man out there for you is not helping. Zoran Mamdani has won the New York City mayoral race. The reason why everybody was watching this so hard because it is letting us know what the trajectory of the country, like, where are we going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So New York goes, so goes the rest of the country.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You know Cuomo is Italian. So, thank God Zoran Mamdani won in New York City. I'm happy.
Yeah.
He lost. Bye. He lost. Get out of here. Bye. You a loser. Y'all, Dick Cheney died. Richard Cheney.
Who says that, though?
Well, you know, Dick is short for Richard.
I know. Well, who actually says Richard Cheney? I never heard that before.
Well, yeah. Yeah, this comes from the Associated Press. It says, Dick Cheney, the hard-charging conservative who became one of the most powerful and polarizing vice presidents in U.S. history, and a leading advocate for the invasion of Iraq, for those weapons of mass destruction that they said while they killed all those leaders up over there that was never there. Has died at 84. George W. Bush, vice president, died Monday from complications from pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease, his family said Tuesday in a statement. I wonder why. You know what? That's why he looked like that on this picture, because he got all the cardiac diseases and shit going on, and heart attacks and vascular diseases, and you know, when you live your life evil, that's what happens to you. Your heart and all that shit be fucked up.
Yeah.
It says, in Cheney's hands, the vice presidency became a nexus of influence and manipulation. Don't see, because you know, typically, this is why I can't stand when people saying Kamala Harris should have been doing more of this, she should have been doing more of that. The vice president just got an office in the West Wing, like maybe I think during Jimmy Carter was the first person to give a vice president an office. That was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Because pretty much the vice president's role is a mute position. I hate when people try to put jobs. Dick Cheney was really the first one to come out and start acting like a tyrant, because he was Secretary of State. He was a bunch of stuff before he became vice president. And so, you know, he was one of the CEOs of Halliburton. I don't know if you know that. Halliburton is a huge oil conservative company. I mean, oil company in America, Halliburton.
Ah, okay.
And so, you know, he was down there, he was doing damage, like he was talking to generals and he was doing all this and that and everything. But the vice president's role is really just to sit there and be quiet.
Right.
Their job is not to try to overshadow the president.
Yeah.
And Dick Cheney damn sure was overshadowing George Bush.
Yeah.
His name was in the news more than anybody else's, and he was evil as hell. I remember. He was evil. He looked evil.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hit no buttons today?
I am. I hit a few.
You have?
Yeah.
I ain't heard nothing. I ain't seen nothing.
You ain't paying attention.
I'm not paying attention. I'm hosting the show. I'm only saying stuff because Judah's sitting over there like this. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you doing. Anyway, it says, in Cheney's hands, the vice presidency became a nexus of influence and manipulation. No longer the timid office whose occupants had tendered their bosses' ambitions, gone to endless banquets, and often waited in the wings for their own shot at the prize. See, basically saying the vice president didn't really have a job. And they're not supposed to have a job. Their job is to be there in case something happens to the president.
Yeah.
They're second in command to take over. The president, that's his job, is to be the president. It's not the vice president's job to be the president.
Right.
That's why the vice president is only the vice president. And that's it. So everybody out there who has all these expectations, because guess what? They don't never say shit about the vice president until a black woman came around. Nobody said nothing about Joe Biden when he was vice president for Barack Obama for 8 years. And you never heard his name because he was being the vice president.
Yeah.
Back in the cut, not saying nothing, waiting on the president to get deleted.
Yeah.
That's his job.
Yeah. I know.
And the only other job vice president has is to be a tiebreaker in the Senate. Like if the Senate is voting for something, they vote breaks the tie. And another job that they have, and I think the only other job that they're for, is to make sure the transfer of power happens whenever the presidency is completed. Their job is to mediate the transfer of power.
Yeah.
That's it. So for everybody sitting up here trying to make sure the vice president has a job and doing all this and that, we ain't seen Kamala Harris, we ain't seen Joe Biden, we ain't seen none of these vice presidents. You're not supposed to.
Right. They just back up.
They just being in the cut. Now, if they go to some banquets and get dressed, you know, meet with some dignitaries and whatnot, they're not meeting the dignitaries as a leadership position.
Right.
They entertaining dictators as a request from their boss. Their boss is saying, hey, go meet this person.
Right.
They not out there just on their own. Yeah, I'm about to go to Venezuela and meet with what's his name down there, because there's a lot of shit going on up down there. No, you can't do that.
Right.
It's not your job. That's the president's job.
Yeah.
Your job is just to do what you're told, and that's it. Right, mommy? So for all these people that's always up in, I'm sick of them.
Yeah.
Where's Kamala Harris? What she do? Where she been at? Why we ain't seen her? Blah, 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 blah. That was not her job.
Right.
Her job is literally to just sit there. And if somebody asks her to do something, the president, then you jump in, you do just that, and then you report back to your boss, who's the president.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when people try to make the vice president some type of leader. They're not a leader. They're just off in the cut.
Right.
Back up. That's it. It says, when he bunkered in secure, undisclosed locations after September 11th, so he went running and hiding. Attacks that was less as an inconvenience for Cheney than a metaphor for a life of power that he exercised to maximum effect from his shadows. See, he was doing the most. He was down there pussy popping without nobody giving him permission to do nothing.
Right.
He was the de facto president at the time. A lot of people say that. That Dick Cheney was actually the one running shit. Because everybody was saying that George Bush was so stupid that he didn't know nothing. Like they were saying like he can't spell, he can't read, all kinds of shit.
Come on,
I remember one time, now I ain't gonna lie. George Bush Jr. president, I did like him, even though he was Republican, he was crazy as hell. That's who he served, George Bush Jr.
Yeah.
Child, the people across the world was treating George Bush so bad, child, they was throwing shoes at him. I remember one time he was standing up there at some dignitary thing in front of a big podium where, like he was somewhere like in a palace or something, right? And he's standing there and somebody started throwing shoes. Instead of he was just like, yeah, he was dodging the shoes coming past his face, but he never left that podium. Now, I like George Bush because he's the same one who likes Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
That everybody's like, why they like each other? Why? And they always have stupid shit to say about why. Listen, just because somebody black and somebody's white, he kind of look at Michelle Obama like, hey, sweetie,
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, boo. And they just have that.
Right.
Why can't they just have that? People, I'm tired of people.
Let people be.
Just let them be. Why she accepting candy from him?
Why she accepted
Candy, yeah, like when you go to church, the old lady wants to give you a piece of candy.
Yeah.
George Bush was the old man. He wanted to give young, pretty Michelle Obama, wife of a very articulate president, Barack Obama, candy.
Right.
That's it. She did. Y'all, Dick Cheney, I don't know where he's at. I ain't gonna say this man is in heaven. I ain't gonna say this man is in hell. That's not for me to decide. I ain't finna sit up here and be no false prophet up down here with this man.
Maybe he hunting someone.
Huh?
Maybe he's hunting someone.
Hunting someone.
You know how they say ghosts be hunting people?
He ain't got nobody to hunt. If anything, he's being hunted.
Yeah.
If anything, people are hunting his spirit ass. He probably sitting up down there in purgatory somewhere. Why you got Diddy on?
Oh, that's wrong.
Bye, Dick Cheney. Again. And I send all condolences to his family. I do.
Yeah.
Because to lose a father and a husband or a son or a father, grandfather, whatever, it's hard.
Yeah.
So I'm not that insensitive. But as a policymaker, this man listened to gossip from people like Steve Bannon of the time and all of them to tell him what the hell is going on so he can go whisper in George Bush's ear to start some shit around the world. That was not your job.
Right.
And he knew George Bush wasn't that smart. And so he listened to Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
That's why I give George Bush Jr. a pass. I really like him.
Yeah.
He's just, he's one of the presidents that you can literally see yourself having a beer with. Going to a barbecue at this motherfucker house. Like, no, for real, he's like that.
Okay.
You ever seen George Bush Jr.?
I've seen photos, yeah.
No, you ever seen him in action?
No.
He laughs like this. and he goes like this a lot. He's funny,
Okay.
but he's not that smart. But I mean, during his time, a lot of shit happened because he wasn't that smart. 9/11 happened under him.
Yeah.
When they came and told him that the World Trade Center had got hit, he was down there in Florida reading a book to some students, and they came to his ear. World Trade Center under attack. He was like,
Story over,
there.
kids.
The kids was reading the stories. He just sat there like this. Like he waited for the stories to be over and everything, and then he was like, boom, and got out of there. But George Bush was funny, man. That man was funny, and they put the devil behind him, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
Anyway. Bye, Dick Cheney, wherever you at. Y'all, this lady right here, she in charge of Snap. Her and little princess Mike Johnson, Grinder Johnson.
I thought you was gonna say Mikeisha.
Keisha Grinder Johnson decided they was gonna get up down there to the TV and start lying to the people about SNAP benefits. Now, a judge told Donald Trump that he needed to pay these people the money.
Yeah.
And guess what Donald Trump said? I give him part the money. Part of the money, not all of it. I'm gonna give him part of the money. Huh? Probably use it on something stupid like he been doing. I'm gonna build a big, beautiful water park in the back of the White House. Soon as I'm done with the new ballroom, we're gonna have a water park back there.
It's gonna be
for all of my grandchildren. My mama like, for who? For all my grandkids and all the MAGA supported children that want to bring their kids to the White House, they can play at the new water park.
You're gonna do the Olympic size pool.
Child, ain't that much room at the White House, child. Olympic size pool up down there, y'all. Oh goodness, y'all, these people. It says as SNAP funding lapsed, a top official called the program corrupt. Now they are moving to the fact of saying that SNAP is corrupt now because they say that some illegal aliens is getting the SNAP money. Now, you know what? I keep hearing a lot of conservative people complain that illegals are getting SNAP money. When you come to this country and you claim asylum, okay, there's certain things you're going to get when you claim asylum. Because you left a country that's war-torn and treating your people like trash. You run to the United States, and if you actually come here for help. So what you think they're going to get?
Help.
They're going to get some help.
Right.
Why Americans are so up in arms about that, I don't know. Now, you came to this country, you're a refugee, okay? You finally made it up over here on the ship, the boat, the plane, the bus, the field, the walking, whatever you did to get here. You don't have nothing. No money, no place to stay, no nothing.
Right.
What's wrong with them getting some SNAP benefits? So they can eat.
Right.
Now, they was only getting $8 a day for SNAP. That's not a lot of money.
Right, it's not a lot.
But if you do it right, you can make it work.
Right. Yeah.
$8 a day. Let's see what 8 times 30 is, because this lady made a number. She said $127 a month for the average family. Now let's see what $8 a day gives, because baby, I don't think it's that. You know, that lady, she don't know what the hell she's talking about. Like 8 times 30. It's $240. She's saying, this lady right here is saying they only get, the average family is only getting $170 a month. Now, if the average family is getting only $170 a month, baby, that's $5.60 a day. Why are you lying to these people? Because I know a single person who just got $245 for their SNAP. And they just filed that as an emergency. Like, hey, I just need some food real quick.
Yeah.
Here's $240. Now, they made that motherfucker jump through a whole bunch of hoops to get that money now. But he got it.
Right.
Oh, goodness, y'all. It says Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins described SNAP at a recent press conference as a bloated, so broken, so dysfunctional, so corrupt that it's astonishing when you dig in. 46 million people, Americans, are on this. Let me see. What's the percentage? We have 350 million people in our country, right?
Yeah.
What percentage of that is 46 million? Okay, let's see. We got 350. Y'all, I'm real bad at doing math. 350, I guess it's supposed to be divided by 0.45. That don't make sense. Y'all, okay, so it's let me see. Let me try to do this again, y'all. Let me see. 350 million. Let me see. I don't know, child. I'm bad at doing math on my phone. How am I supposed to do this to figure out the percentage? Child, let me see. Times 46% is 16% of the population is on SNAP benefits. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's more people on SNAP than there are black people in the country.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? Who's getting SNAP benefits?
White people.
No buttons for that? Lord. It says the message came as the headlines highlighted food banks warning of an impending crisis as money ran out over the weekend for SNAP recipients. The Trump administration announced Monday it would partially restore some federal food assistance payments after being ordered to by federal judges to do so, but warned they will be delayed. Now, let me tell you something what else he's going to do. He's going to sue the Trump. He's not going to want to give these people their money, so he's going to sue to not give it to them.
But what's the lawsuit going to be?
That the government is shut down, so we can't give the money out. That's going to be the lawsuit. I know you're looking confused, but that's going to be the lawsuit. The government is shut down. How are we going to pass out the money if we ain't got nobody to pass it out?
Oh, okay.
The Democrats got the everything is shut down because of them. It says Rollins asserted on X on Sunday that the unprecedented and controversial data demand her agency made to states earlier this year had revealed troubling things about SNAP. The U.S. Department of Agriculture ordered states to turn over the personal data of all SNAP recipients over the last 5 years, including names, dates of birth, social security numbers, and addresses. Now, let me tell y'all something. People who get in SNAP benefits do not need to be investigated to see why they're getting $100 a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so what you gonna do? You trying to figure out if millionaires is getting SNAP money?
I guess so.
You trying to figure out if people like me is getting SNAP money? They trying to figure out, mommy, are you getting SNAP coins? Huh? You could probably get them though. I need to apply for you. See if you can get some SNAP coins up there. Because you ain't got no income and you ain't paying no taxes. Look. Push the glasses up. That's why you putting your head down. No, push the glasses up on your face. Okay, y'all. So this lady Rollins, they trying to make this all about the Democrats is keeping the people from getting the SNAP benefits. They're not talking about why this is happening.
Yeah.
Now, the Democrats have not stood up on the podium anywhere and said, no, it's the Republicans' fault, the reason why y'all SNAP benefits is leaving. Because let me tell you something. What the Republicans want, they either want you to be starving or no health care. Because remember, we talked about this the other day. Russia over there deleting all those Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Benjamin over there killing all those people. They want to delete people, Americans too, but they can't do it with guns.
Right.
So they're doing it with policy.
Yeah.
This is another policy move. And on top of that, but they don't even realize that this taking SNAP benefits away from people is hurting the farmers. Again, the farmers keep getting the butt end of everything over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And you know why they're doing that to the farmers?
Why?
Because they want their land. They want the land
Yeah.
to do other things with. They want us to import all of our fruits and vegetables and shit from other places and get them out of business. I'm trying to figure out what is the big strategy with this. Like, I still haven't figured it all out yet, but I want to know what it is, and I'm going to figure it out sooner or later. And when I do, y'all get ready for my show to be over with, because they're going to come and get me.
Oh, but come on, cat.
Y'all, let me play for y'all what these people said. This Collins girl or whatever. Is it 2 videos or just one? It's one, right?
One.
Y'all watch this nonsense. Just watch this. And Grinder Mike Johnson had something to say at the end too. And remember, he wanted to blow that dude's brains out and not with a gun, with his mouth. Y'all watch this.
Of people who stand to lose their food stamp benefits. What should they do?
My message to America is first, the fact that your government is failing you right now. That poverty is not red or blue. It is not a Republican or Democrat issue. It doesn't matter who you voted for or even if you voted. That if you are in a position where you can't feed your family and you're relying on that $187 a month for an average family in the SNAP program, that we have failed you. But I think what's so important, and this is why we keep hammering this, the Republicans have voted over and over and over again to open this government so that these funds don't stop. And for 14 different times, the Democrats have said, no, we are going to hold hostage the most vulnerable families in this country so that we can get our left-wing radical agenda into the government and the governing structure. And to that, President Trump, Speaker Johnson, Majority Leader Thune have said absolutely not. And we're very grateful for that. Please vote yes. We implore the Democrats in the Senate to vote yes to get this government open and these people the benefits that they need to feed their families.
And it's clarifying. When she says we have failed you, she means we, the Democrats, okay? Because as we've just...
Now, y'all, I did a little bit more research into this story because I really wanted to make sure that people understood exactly what was going on with this, because we only hearing one side of the story. We only hearing the Republican side that they're blaming Democrats for SNAP benefits.
Yeah.
We're not hearing the other side. And, you know, this is where Democrats always go wrong with messaging. They never stand out there and say, hey, this is the reason why. It says this is some of the things that some of the key things Democratic Party leaders and many of its members are insisting before or as part of reopening the government include. They want an extension of the enhanced premium tax credit. That means something that people are going to save under the Affordable Care Act marketplaces. These subsidies were increased during the COVID-19 era and are set to expire soon, which will raise premiums for many. And they don't want that to happen. This is what is in the bill that they want to change. They want those tax credits to change so that people's premiums don't go up.
Yeah.
Saving Americans money. Another thing they want protection of core health care and social safety net programs, preventing cuts to Medicaid or other programs serving lower income Americans. They're trying to save poor people from their cuts to Medicaid. They want to take your benefits away. Like if you have preventative medication or anything like that, like say for instance you're a diabetic, they want to remove the protection that Joe Biden then put in for cheaper insulin. They want to remove that and make you pay the old price, the high price. And, you know, people need insulin to live.
Yeah, I know.
People were already, before Joe Biden did that with insulin, people were trying to decide if they're going to eat or they're going to get their medication.
Right.
And that was real.
Yeah.
It says, They also want, this is what the Democrats want. They want assurance that any appropriations deal won't lead to structural damage to health or social programs, i.e. not just short-term funding, but safeguards for programs they view as essential. So they looking out for people's health.
Yeah.
And they want, everything is going up so high. Just imagine if you're on a fixed income and you barely scraping by. You know what a fixed income is?
Yeah.
What is it?
A fixed income is an income that stays, you get paid the same amount.
Yeah, it doesn't change. No matter what you do, it's not going to change. People on fixed incomes are already struggling.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen if they have one little medical event that arises and now there's no more, their copay is not $20 no more. Now it's $100 for their copay.
All right. They're going to fall back on their bills just to try to pay that.
In short, Democrats want not only a funding resolution to reopen the government, but policy protections and extensions tied to the funding. Now, let me tell y'all what the Republicans are refusing to do. Okay? On the other side, the Republican Party leadership is largely taking these positions. They want a clean continuing resolution or stopgap funding bill that supply keeps the government open without major new policy changes, especially on health care subsidies tied to it. Now, what they mean by this, they want a clean continuing resolution or stopgap funding bill that simply keeps the government open. What they want to do is they want to say, like, hey, you know what? We'll negotiate with you about this health care shit, but you need to go ahead and sign what we got right now so we can open up the government. That's a trick. That's why the Democrats don't want to go for that, because they're like, no, because if we pass the bill the way it is, everybody loses, and then y'all get to turn and say, ha, 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 ha. You know, you was dumb and you voted for this.
Yeah.
It says they insist that any extension of the ACA, the Health Care Act, the Republicans say that any extension of the ACA subsidies or other major program expansions must be dealt with separately, not as part of the emergency funding bill. For example, some Republicans say, open government first, then we'll talk policy. I just told you that from the first thing.
Yeah, you did.
That's a ha, 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 I got you moment.
Right.
Says they are wary of committing to long-term or large-scale spending expansions or program commitments in the context of this funding fight, since it keeps up the larger budget structural issues. For instance, they question the cost of fully subsidized extension. Now, what that means is what it means is that Republicans want to reopen the government without conceding major entitlement or subsidy expansions as part of the deal. It's not fair. The Republicans want to get everything that they want, but they don't want to give the Democrats or the American people things that's going to protect them.
Yeah.
And they blaming the Democrats for the shutdown because they saying, look, we told y'all all you got to do is just open up the government and we'll talk about it later. No.
Right.
That's not a good deal.
Yeah.
Because guess what? When they do reopen the government with this same deal, and then everything gets fucked up, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna blame the Democrats. See, they did this to y'all.
Right. Yeah.
And now what the Republicans are doing, what people don't even realize is that what they doing to these people, starving Americans to make Democrats feel guilty to go ahead and sign the deal that they have so they can turn around and screw them again with health care. Do you think the Democrats are being like problematic by saying, hey, you know, we want to protect people and their health care. We don't want them paying more money. We want to go back to pre-COVID prices and stuff and everything so that everything could be cheap again for everybody.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with that.
So do you agree with the Republicans that they need to be starving Americans and then blaming the Democrats because they don't want to help Americans with their health care?
No.
You ain't got nothing else to say? Like, this is really important. Like, this affects you.
I know.
You had no opinion.
No.
Wow. Child. So look, who you want to? Do you want the Democrats to fold?
No. Of course
You
not.
want them to fight.
Yeah.
Keep the government shut down.
Yeah.
Until the Republicans say, do something. Because guess what? Everything that they want in the bill is there for them.
Right.
Every single thing.
Yeah.
Nothing for you. Nothing for me. I can't see how some people who's on Medicaid and Medicare is sitting up here agreeing with this nonsense. I know people who are on Medicaid and Medicare and is like standing on immigrants shouldn't be getting food stamps as a reason to stand on the Republican side with this bullshit. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Yeah, it says that Democrats say one reason they are holding out is that previous promises by Republicans to negotiate policy after funding never materialized.
Yeah.
I believe that. So they want policy commitments before or as part of reopening. You know, they even willing to say, okay, we'll help you reopen, but you got to at least promise that you're going to do this later.
All right.
And they still saying, no. I ain't promising shit. So according to what you're hearing right now, who's actually hurting the American people?
It's the Republicans.
It says timing and linkage. Republicans argue that tying major policy changes like health care subsidy extensions to the must-pass funding bill sets a bad precedent and could slow down everything. They prefer to deal with funding as one negotiation and policy as another. Democrats are pushing for what they view as critical programs for their base, while Republicans are concerned about the cost. Why are you concerned about the cost? I mean, excuse me, we spend more money on the military than anything. Take down that military don't need $1 trillion a year budget.
Right.
There's a lot of waste going on around here that Donald Trump claimed he was going to get rid of all the waste, fraud, and abuse. Where did that come from? Why are y'all considering helping Americans with health care part of waste, fraud, and abuse? That's what I want to know.
You're right. It does make sense.
It's wasteful to spend money on you and your health care. It's wasteful. Matter of fact, let's check Judah and make sure he's not doing this out of fraud. Because remember, that's what they just said. They want to check everybody and everybody's shit out.
All right.
On food stamps. So they want to do the same thing to Medicare and Medicaid. That's why they don't want to get the money. Because all of this waste, fraud, and abuse is going on up down here. I don't know nobody who's going to the hospital lying about having kidney disease. Do you?
No. Not at all.
And when you go to the hospital, do you leave with a check?
No.
No. So where's this so-called fraud at?
Right.
These people are tripping. It says Democrats are pushing for what they view as critical programs for their base, while Republicans are concerned about the cost, precedent, and scope of commitments. For example, estimates show that existing enhanced ACA subsidies could cost hundreds of billions of dollars over time. We don't care about that.
Yeah.
Because what's important? People's lives or what? We don't care how much it costs. This is America. This is supposed to be the richest country in the world. Why our citizens are not being taken care of off top automatically? It should be no price on the American citizens' lives.
All right. Shit.
Because the shutdown puts pressure on federal workers, beneficiaries, and the public, both sides are calculating how much they can hold out. Democrats believe they have leverage by being able to refuse reopening without policy concessions. Republicans believe reopening first gives them leverage to deny the concessions later. You just heard it. So It says the shutdown isn't just about whether the government gets funded. It's about what comes with the funding. Democrats are saying we only vote to reopen or support the reopening if you agree to extend these health care subsidies and protect social programs.
Right.
Republicans are saying reopen the government first. Then if you want the subsidies policy changes, we'll talk, but not as part of the immediate funding measure. You know what's going to happen. This is like somebody, your brother, your sister challenging you to some bullshit. Hey, give me the key. Only if you wipe the bottom of my feet first. Give me the key. I give you the key, but you got to lick my toes. And then guess what happens? After you get done licking your brother's toes for the key, guess what he says? Psych! Right?
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Y'all stop playing with people's lives up down here. Y'all starving folk and making people sick. And you don't care. You know why they don't care? Because once they get in these offices and shit, they set for life.
Right.
These people ain't got to worry about no health care. They don't have to. They got millions of dollars from APAC and all these PACs and shit like that. They don't give a damn about nobody else.
Nope.
Because their family is good.
Right. They eating good.
They don't know what it's like to have to go to the grocery store and buy groceries.
Right.
Bob, Mike Grinder Johnson, and Halle Bailey, or whatever the hell your name is. I didn't get the lady Halle Bailey name down here. Lord.
You just tried Halle Bailey.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Halle Bailey did not get tried. Okay? Because she's just as stupid, but in another way. Oh, goodness, y'all. That story, like, I'm glad that I finally went into that, because we're going to be doing that more deep dives into this stuff and not just being so topical, especially when it's super important.
Yeah.
Because we needed to hear that, because a lot of people are not hearing that, what I just said.
Right.
The Republicans got the microphone, and that's why I'm so sick of Jeffries and all of them. They're not saying shit. They're acting stupid. And I'm tired of them.
Yeah.
Hakeem. With a name like Hakeem, you're supposed to be protect the fuck up down here.
Right.
Y'all, Puff Daddy's back up down here again. Oh, goodness, y'all. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Oh, goodness. Lord, you got Diddy back up down here? Y'all, it says Diddy wins in the sentence appeal process. It comes from USA Today. It says Sean Diddy Combs may have a new legal home, but his eye remains on freedom. The embattled music mogul's bid for an early release from prison gained some momentum after a judge signed off on expediting the appeal process on Monday, November 3rd, according to court documents obtained by USA Today. All right, so a judge decided they're going to expedite his parole process. Yeah. Didn't I tell you that he's not going to be in and he's going to be out by next Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
They telling us right now.
You're right.
I told you.
Yeah. Diddy is lit.
I've been telling y'all Diddy is not going to spend all that time up down there to that prison. He's not going to be down there that long. I said he got 4 years. He's going to serve 2. Now, they always say in federal prison you have to serve day for day, but not when you Diddy.
Right.
And not when you that gay man, the one you like, the one I like. And not when you can't press it now because Diddy's up down here. Him, Chris Chrisley, Diddy, all these federal crime, Martha Stewart, all these people get out.
Right.
It says in October, Combs, who's 56, was sentenced to 50 months, roughly 4 years in prison after he was convicted of sex trafficking charges. Combs, who had been held at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center since his September 2024 arrest, was reportedly transferred to FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey on October the 30th. The Grammy Award-winning rapper is currently scheduled to be released from prison on May 8th, 2028, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons online database. In a ruling by Judge Beth Robinson in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit, Robinson granted Combs' legal team request to fast-track the appeals processes, which is scheduled to start in December. Wow. Wow.
Diddy is lit.
The U.S. government, the opposing party in the Combs federal case, did not object the proposed schedule. As per previous court documents, the USA Today has reached out to Combs' representative for comments. The legal win comes after attorneys for Combs filed a notice of appeal in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on October the 20th. Dude, sit down. Oh, Lord. Yeah, my child is in here. No, I'm busy. Bye, Diddy. Congratulations. Again. Bye. Y'all, we'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
And we're back. Y'all, I don't know what this is. Listen, I don't want to read this right now because there's too much shit going on. Y'all. Now, some shit is about to go down. I'm going to talk about this first. Now, I'm going to have to find the right thing because that's not it. I'm sorry, man. Look, you done been down here about 3 shows in a row and still ain't get talked about yet. We're going to get to you. Look, we're gonna get to you. We're going to come back and get that. Y'all just stand in line right now.
Oh, come on, Cat.
Y'all. Okay, we're going to skip that. We're going to go to this first. Okay. Y'all, Mamdani just won his election, and Donald Trump is already back in here talking shit already.
Yeah.
Now, Trump warns he'd cut New York City funds if Mamdani wins, urges voters to go back to Cuomo instead. These people always doing the evilest shit. Now, the man won. Now he gonna try to make him look bad by taking the funding away from the city.
That's ridiculous.
This comes from NPR. It says, President Donald Trump inserted himself squarely into New York City's mayoral race Monday afternoon, posting in all caps, endorsement of Andrew Cuomo and a warning that Zoran Mamdani's victory would mean zero chance of success or even survival for the city. In a True Social post published after 5 p.m., Trump wrote, if communist candidate Zoran Mamdani wins the election for mayor of New York City, it is highly unlikely that I will be contributing federal funds other than the very minimum as required to my beloved first home. New York is one of the few states that gives more money to the coffer in taxes than almost any other state. So, Trump, why are you going to damage New York City or New York as a state ability to contribute tax money to feed poor-ass white states like Kentucky?
Yeah.
Because if you punish New York by taking away their funding, that means they have less money.
Yeah.
And people are going to be fleeing the city because there's nothing there. Everything's going to turn into trash.
Yeah.
And the revenue from the state is going to be low.
Right.
That's going to further punish SNAP people. Oh, God. Trump went on a call Mamdani's communists with no experience and a record of complete and total failure, adding to his principles, have been tested for over 1,000 years and never once have been successful. Mamdani is a democratic socialist, not a communist. If you notice, Trump always flipped what you are into the exact opposite. He urged New Yorkers to go back to Cuomo, writing, whether you're personally like Andrew Cuomo or not, you really have no choice. You must vote for him and hope he does a fantastic job. He is capable of it. Mamdani is not. Trump also took a jab at Republican nominee Curtis Sweeler, saying a vote for Curtis Sweeler, who looks much better without the beret, is a vote for Mamdani. Child, Donald Trump is always out here tripping y'all. Bye, Trump. Mamdani done won now, so what you gonna do?
Right.
What you gonna do? Do you know Trump's ratings is like all the way down to like 36% now. His approval rating is in the garbage. I don't see why y'all people voted for this man. I don't get it, y'all. I do not get it. Y'all, this is a story about some monkeys. Let me see what's going on up down here with these monkeys. This is kind of tragic. I don't know if I want to read this.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous?
Yeah.
I know the black man is like, nigga, you put the monkeys in front of me? Sorry. This show is too crazy tonight. We can't be serious up down here. Like, there's a lot of nonsense going on in shenanigans, and we need to make sure that the proper things get talked about. Because, Cuomo's giving his speech right now, y'all. We don't care. We don't care. We want to see Mamdani's speech. Let me hurry up and end this show so I can be taking your ass home when Mamdani starts speaking, because that's the speech I want to hear. Child says, Mississippi missing monkeys. Terrified mom kills monkey to protect her children. Have y'all noticed there's a lot of videos online right now of parents protecting their kids from animals and shit?
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Like, why you leave your baby outside in the wilderness for a fucking big ass antelope to come to it, and then the cat gotta come and save it?
That makes no sense.
The cat is saving everybody. Lord. Yeah, this comes from TMZ. It says, the Associated Press reports Jessica Bond Ferguson, a mother of 5 living in Heidelberg, Mississippi, was alerted to a monkey running in the yard outside their home by her 16-year-old son this morning. And when she looked, she says the monkey was just 60 feet from her home. Ferguson told the outlet she fired her gun. I did what any other mother would do out here to protect her children. I shot at it, and it just stood there, and I shot again, and he backed up, and that's when he fell. Well, guess what? The monkey don't know shit about guns, dummy.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, the monkey's not going to be like, oh, you shooting at me? Oh, let me run. They don't know what a gun is.
Right.
Says, as you know, a truck overturned in late October that was carrying rhesus monkeys from Tulane National Biomedical Research Center in Louisiana, leading to 21 monkeys escaping from the vehicle. 13 were corralled by authorities. 5 were shot on site after a supervisor mistakenly claimed the monkeys were infected with COVID.
Keep on. That's not it.
Herpes and hepatitis C. Authorities later clarified they weren't there. They weren't, but 3 escaped into the wild. One of the 3 monkeys was found and captured by authorities on Sunday as well, so it appears only one is still on the loose. What's she doing?
She just chewing up the cord.
You know what? JoJo, why you do this? Why? Why you do this? For attention? You looking at me because you know you did wrong. She figured if I just be still, he'll stop looking at me. Sit down. Go sit down. Lay down. Y'all, so the lady killed the monkey. We don't know what happened, child. Bye. Uh-oh. Y'all, JoJo, you're not getting no snacks tonight. No snacks for you. Matter of fact, bedtime. You ready to go to bed? Because that's where you going. I just bought this.
Yeah.
And it's not even a cheap one. I went to Metro and bought this. This is not the one for 5 and below.
JoJo, I ain't never even seen you chew on the cord.
Me either, girl. It says class action lawsuit alleges Spotify allowed billions of bot farm Drake streams. AUTO SLAMMM. You know they putting all this shit in movies now. They be showing monkeys and shit all around the world sitting at computers doing shit.
Yeah.
Bots doing fake shit. Oh my God. I have to read this, y'all. Ugh. Y'all, this is crazy. The FDA says drug makers have recalled a blood pressure medicine tainted with cancer-causing chemical. This comes from the Associated Press. It says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration says drug makers have recalled more than 1 million bottles of the blood pressure medication Prazosin. It's Prazosin hydrochloride over concerns it may include a cancer-causing chemical. New Jersey-based Teva Pharmaceuticals USA and drug distributor Amerisource Health Services issued a voluntary nationwide recall earlier this month of more than 580,000 bottles of various strengths of Prazosin capsules, according to the FDA. Y'all, if y'all have y'all parents living with y'all and stuff like that, y'all know a lot of elderly people are on those blood pressure pills. My mama is on. The only reason why I read this because my mom takes blood pressure pills, and guess what? She ain't on that. So my mom actually takes nifedipine. Mm-hmm. So y'all want to switch y'all parents off of this Prazosin? Get them off that.
Yeah.
And get them on, what I say? Nifedipine. Doctors prescribe Prazosin, which relaxes blood vessels to help lower blood pressure. It also sometimes prescribed for nightmares and other sleep disturbances caused by post-traumatic stress disorder. The FDA said in enforcement orders posted online that has given the affected lots of the drug class 2 risk classification because some of the recalled medication may have nitrosamic impurities that are considered potentially cancer-causing, according to the FDA. Oh, it says that the drug nitrosine, whatever it is, that causes cancer impurities, is a class of potentially cancer-causing chemicals that can form during the manufacture or storage of a drug. In other words, sometimes they be saying keep the drug in a cool, dry place. This is part of the reason why, because this shit can form in the drugs when it's not stored properly. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, give me my yes. I ain't take this today. Mm-hmm. Y'all take care of your health. I know it's almost midnight. I'm probably gonna take one of these in the morning, but it don't matter. Take care of yourself. This is astatin or whatever for my whatever you call this shit I got. Cholesterol. Put the top on me. We should let JoJo. Let me not say that. Oh, goodness, y'all. Check on your parents' medication, and if you want something, make sure you ain't on it too, y'all. Guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for boom. Take one to crawler. Kim K Slam. You ain't pushed hardly no buttons tonight.
I did. You gonna watch it over and you gonna be like, dang, he was right.
No, I'm not. Because I'm sitting up here watching. I ain't seen nothing coming down here. Mm-hmm. All I seen you was doing is this. And this. And this.
I don't bite my nails.
You were doing something with them. Y'all, the white teen that's cuffed, he need to be thrown up under the jail. I don't know why y'all letting this boy out.
And his mama.
Offset, we don't care. Dick Cheney, bye. Snap funding. Y'all, stop playing with these people up out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stop playing with the U.S. citizens. This is not America no more. I don't know what the hell is going on. What y'all want to do with the money? I don't get it. This is not the America that I know.
All right.
The America I know, if something was wrong with you, you took your ass down there whether you had Medicare, Medicaid, or not, or whatever, they was going to give you whatever.
Yep.
Diddy, we know you're going to be out by Thanksgiving. Well, Trump, get ready to take funds away from New York City because Mamdani won. Mm-hmm. Thank the Lord. Mississippi monkeys, I don't know. Y'all, why y'all didn't find all the monkeys from the beginning? I don't understand that. Why y'all let the monkeys just run free? You know all they're going to do is start multiplying and shit. Next thing you know, in Mississippi, it's going to be full of these monkeys.
You're right.
Oh, Spotify, Drake, you being told on. Okay? We know your streaming numbers is fake. Mm-hmm. Bye. And FDA says drug makers. Listen, get your parents' blood pressure checked and all that kind of stuff, y'all. Please do. Okay. Judah, how can people get in contact with you?
On Instagram at Judas Photography, JUDAHS_photography_.
And how can people get in contact with you, Mama? You don't know. Well, y'all, I love y'all so much for watching. This was, I think, was a really good show.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see y'all next time. Y'all know what I'll be doing. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door. Bye.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting.